Hello, welcome to a little look at different types of buildings and what you can get. Let me just explain, this is pretty much what buildings are made out of in 00 scale, or 176 if you don't really know. So I would do card kits, a little look at them, but I do not use card kits anymore. Sorry about the noise, next door are doing something really stupid. So, on to the next best thing, which is plastic kits, and obviously plastic buildings, which are the older type of Hornby stuff. As you can see, like, it's got the really old Hornby logo, and in fact it was made in Britain. So you can see how old it would be. Some of their railroad kind of stuff or cheap stuff is like that still. So, like the track expansion packs or the building packs and everything. So, you can get different types of buildings, like I said. Ones what are moulded big pieces. You can get pre-built ones. I don't know how much this was bought for. It was in fact my first building that I had. I think it was to go with the coal office. Well, not the coal office, because that is the coal office. It in fact was supposed to be for the operating conveyor belt. I'll see if I can try and get a review of that out soon. And you can also get ones which you have to build. More or less, they're like metal kits and card kits and everything. So this was bought for £7 in Wales, little train shop. So it's World's kit. It's not like an Airfix kit, so all of the pieces are pretty much standard. While the pieces, what all you have to do is just stick together. The interesting thing is that the front plastic is in fact the windows, so keep a bit of care with these. If you do plan on building one, you're going to end up probably throwing away the packaging. So, on to having a look at most of it. Parts of it is on like the sprues, you can easily cut these out, but most of the actual building sides are standard sizes. Well, the standard size is that size. Different kind of sheets. So all you have to do is cut them out. It gives you a big instructions and kind of a paper cut out piece, so you can cut out the piece of paper and then measure it, draw it out, and then cut that. So. Back onto this just to show you what I mean. So you would have to, if you want just this side cutting out first or something, you would have to cut like all of that out, basically. So yeah, some people probably know what I mean. So on to obviously the more like recent models, which most models these days are cast resin. So I shall go on to the smallest one. This is the only Hornby cast resin piece I have got. I think this was bought for well, actually it was bought for £1. So you can see how old it is, as it says 2010 on it. There has been a couple of things done with this. The door was in fact painted quite a bit, and then when it was partially dry, rubbed, so some of the paint came off, so it looks like kind of it's quite aged. It's been painted, but it's not been repainted, so it's showing up the old colours. This looks quite nice by the side of the auto centre, which is the Bachmann one I have got. so it looks quite good. This was bought at S&J. I've got the box here, tyre and exhaust centre. If you need the code number, just ask and I shall put it in the comments. So another one I bought from the same exact shop. Well, I bought 3 at a time altogether. So let's move that out of the way. Oh wait, actually, there has been a modification, in fact 2. The roof was painted and interior lights was put in. I still need to get some like objects, so 2-post ramp, 4-post ramp, maybe a couple of tools or a toolbox or something, and some people working on some cars, make it look better, look a bit better. Still need to paint this. It'll probably be painted blue, as this is all blue, or just left white. Well, painted probably white, because this is the normal colour for all of it. It's kind of like a creamy kind of colour. So maybe put some offices, some people working it, some tables with computers on. Just need to try and find some first. Also, as this is going to be a modern era layout, although this side kind of doesn't look as bland, well, this side will look more bland than the other side. So, but I do plan on putting maybe some CCTV cameras on, an air conditioning unit or something like that, for the people in the offices or the reception. So I've already gone a bit too much in depth. This is also another Bachmann one. A extra piece was with this model. It is, well, it's best off just showing you. So, well, let's show you this side. It might be a bit better. So this is just in case you want to have another building on the side, so it'll connect up, but you still will have the pipe and a bit of the wall. This is detailed, but this is all flat. So this is only used for, let's say, because this is the piece what I got. You can mix and match them and everything. It could go this side, so could go near enough anywhere. So there might be a bit of a squeeze putting it on there, but you could add these in between so they all fit together a bit better. This is probably, even though it is the waiting room, it's not going to well, just be a waiting room. It doesn't say anywhere on it, so it's going to be a small kind of country station or little village station. This will go on the secondary part of the layout, where the village is. The main part where this review is, I shall be getting probably a bigger building, something like that, or something slightly different. So that's it about that one. Let me put that box up there. The next one is the washing plant. It is over here. I shall go get it. This is slightly different as it's been weathered, so is the auto centre, but that's just the roof. And you do get 2 metal plates with these. I did say in my layout update that I didn't know what these are for. I now found out what they are in fact for. They go under your track, these pieces, and then hopefully these clip on, so you can move them quite far away. So over here, I'm probably going to ballast my track, draw out a line where these are all going to go, and then, well, draw out a line, cut out some card, so I could easily slot it in and then remove it for cleaning purposes. The modification I have done on this is obviously weathering and brightened it up a bit more with colouring the rails. They are in fact grey, but I just used a bit of acrylic. So there should be a video on how to paint it soon. So that's about it for that one. So the last building is the station bridge, the platform bridge. This does not have a box, and it was not bought from S&J. It is £10. It was bought 2008 model. So there has been a couple of modifications. These were originally a dark blue, something like the Auto Centre colours. So I decided to paint them in like an Arriva Trains Wales kind of shade of colour, which is like a turquoise. I used some blue and some green. So other than that, it is pretty much standard, except this part here. So it's not been painted that good from like the top, but you're not going to really see it from like a platform, well, from there. So, and also when it's down there, you're not going to really see it. It's pretty much the same on the other side. So, but I plan on probably putting some advertisements curved around the edge for different companies and everything. Also on this side, I plan to add a little kind of company logo round about here, the aircon unit somewhere there, and obviously this building here. So that is kind of about it. There's kind of a bit of space there, but it doesn't really matter. Give it a bit more depth. So that's kind of about it for different types of buildings that you can get. I do plan on getting a Nightwing the porter cabins, like offices, like a double stack. I did find out on Twitter that Bachmann do some. It's not a kit, it's cast resin, but when I decided to have a look at them on eBay, they were in fact £50, so apparently they were super rare, and Hattons have run out, obviously. So if one ever pops up, I probably will get that, but if it starts to become that not many are coming on, or they're a very ridiculous price, I probably will end up having a go at building the Nightwing kit, but I'd have to paint it up as well. So that's about it for like looking at different types of buildings. If you want a bit more in-depth look, you're welcome to ask me. We could do a long Skype session if you fancy. If not, we can always talk about it on Twitter. I'll send a couple of photos your way. So that is pretty much it, and I hope to see you soon for another video. Bye.